If Al Waxman and Donald Trump had a child, it would have been Beef. I knew this was going to happen. I just didn't know when. It's not a fluke. It was only a matter of time before something came along that sent him to another level. This is it.
This is like 6 years ago, maybe more than that now. I'm sitting with an unknown character because I promised him to the day I die I will not mention his name. We're just watching TV highlights on TSN or Sportsnet or something, and a fight breaks out, and I look up, he looks up, everybody looks up, and he goes, I got an idea. I go, what's that? Why don't you bring 50 or 100 guys and just have a hockey fighting tournament?
At first I thought it was a typical Darryl idea, pie in the sky, hey, this might be an interesting thing, and then I thought about it, and I said, yeah, it would work.
I threw the idea by the guys, and the guys' eyes just lit up like beacons. I went, wow, maybe this is a good idea after all.
Two things are going to happen. He's either going to land up in jail, broke, or he's going to be one of the richest guys we know.
When Beef's not putting on hockey tournaments in Brandon, Manitoba, he's looking for the next big idea. In December 2003, he had it. A pay-per-view prize-fighting extravaganza featuring goons on skates, hockey fighting without the hockey. He was so confident about its potential, he went public with no date, location, or research in place. It was 100% pure beef, and the media came running.
Hockey fights. Purists say that they're a key part of the game and not some sideshow distraction. These same purists say that Darryl here is the real sideshow distraction. But how about the rest of you? Is this demeaning to hockey?
I don't think so. I like it, actually, because I like fighting, obviously, and it's a part of hockey.
It's not even distracting to hockey, it's just demeaning to hockey. You're going to encourage a sort of point of view that, in fact, all hockey is bruisers. And actually, I'm surprised that you say you like it, because, in fact, it's also demeaning to boxing. Because what it shows is that you don't have to have much skill or talent. All you have to do is go in there and be willing to have your nose broken or land a couple of blows.
I think you're both wrong. I think you're both wrong.
The guy's brilliant. He's very smart. He creates a back door when he walks in the front door. He knows exactly what he's doing, but he'll lead you to believe that he's a little bit unsure. Don't believe it for a second. He has the answers in the back of his head.
By March 2004, Beef had found a home to host the first ever Battle of the Hockey Gladiators prize fight, Minneapolis, Minnesota. But the celebration didn't last long.
It was such an easy deal, and then all of a sudden, the city of Minneapolis handed the rights over to the people around the Minnesota Timberwolves. I haven't dealt with bigger in my life.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, any chance you maybe moving your event somewhere?
Why?
Well, we really like to put some new seats in.
I just picked up the phone. I phoned Kevin Donnelly at the Winnipeg Arena. I says, Kevin, can we move this event to the arena? Can we make this work?
If there's an audience for it and it meets community standards, then more power to them and they should be able to present it. Certainly a fist fight in a hockey game. It happens, last time I checked, virtually every Friday night in every rink in the country.
He said, bring a $7,500 deposit down. You guys are in business.
8 of diamonds, deuce of clubs.
Executing a first-time event of this magnitude would normally require a group of experienced professionals. Beef, on the other hand, has a team comprised of guys from his tight-knit circle of friends.
It's a little bit of a brotherhood. I think he knows what he's going to get, and he knows who he can trust. At the end of the day, too, it still puts him at the top of the food chain.
Moving the event from Minneapolis to Winnipeg just 3 weeks before showtime, Beef and his team hold an emergency meeting to devise a media strategy.
There's a ton of stuff to do, right? So instead of us all doing one thing and watching, can we start dividing this up? You're going to head any of the press announcements. I mean, it's your event, so.
I like that. Okay, it's yours,
Well,
you
no,
do
no,
it.
he's done every media interview so far. Short and sweet. We've had to move the event, period. We're moving it to Winnipeg.
Okay, I'm capsulizing that, and I'm saying, said Darryl Wolski in a prepared statement.
Okay, Dr. Evil, spill it out.
Said Darryl Wolski today in a prepared statement.
Yeah, that's what the Sun writes. We don't write that in our own press release. When we quote, said Darryl Wolski, that's in the press release. And then the Sun usually writes in a prepared release.
I actually don't work for Darryl. I'm part of my brother's investment in the company. Rob is a big part of the organization, but Rob kind of lays behind the scenes.
He's a very pen and paper contract signature guy. And he brings that into the company fold, which is good because I'm not like that.
When I do think of him as my brother, I get all wound up inside, and I want to just lash out. But I feel that same way for Darryl a lot of times. You want to know what I think we should honestly do? Is let Marianne look at both of them and give us his opinion.
I don't know who Marianne is.
Tony? Marianne?
I don't know who Tony Marianne is. I hear you say the name all the time. I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, that's gonna be. The only problem with Marianne is.
What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
I don't know who he is.
Okay, let's not make a show better than the show is.
Who is he?
These guys can sit in an office in a room for 4 hours. And after an hour and a half, I'm like, I need a Slurpee. Let's get out of here.
They're going to read that.
And still ask you
They're going to go, why did you move?
Pretty simple. They really wanted to renovate the building, and they thought probably better if we looked elsewhere.
I just closed that thing.
What, you lose the press release?
Yeah, I just lost the press release. I went to print it, and I closed it. And it says change, and I said no.
You know, you guys could probably move this now to the Hockey Gladiator office.
Yeah, all right, I get the hint.
Just days after getting pushed out of Minneapolis, Beef announces that Hockey Gladiators is officially moving to Winnipeg.
Put tickets on sale. We sold a couple thousand tickets in no time at all with no advertising. All of a sudden, you know, dun, 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 then Dragnet shows up.
On July 30th, the Winnipeg Police Service was informed of an upcoming event at the Winnipeg Arena being billed as the Battle of the Hockey Gladiators. Winnipeg Police Service members will be on hand to investigate it should the event proceed as scheduled.
I've made it clear to Darryl and his partner that if somebody does claim jurisdiction over it, he has to meet that jurisdictional regulation, or we're not going to proceed.
Yeah, I thought this was as simple as renting an arena, calling 16 or 24 guys to come and scrap. We put it on camera, and then that was it.
Me and Ray left the police station, and Ray's going, oh, they're just asking questions. They're just doing fact-finding. I said, no, they're not. They're not just, hey, by the way, can you come to the police station and have a happy visit? There's no such thing.
Why wouldn't you have gone to the cops before you started with the hype a couple of weeks ago?
We checked all the regulations beforehand, Charles. We studied the act that everybody said that we would be in violation of.
Does it make sense that a lot of people, a lot of fans think there's a bit of hypocrisy going on?
In a hockey fight, they are in a hockey game. They're there to play hockey. These people are not. These people are there, designed and paid to do one thing only, and that's fight. It's a violation, potentially, of the criminal code that says if you fight with your fists or hands, and you're not an amateur, and you're not sanctioned by the Boxing Commission, it's a criminal offense.
Are the cops going to show up at the Winnipeg Arena with thousands of fans there and these retired hockey players punching each other out on the ice and then deciding after a few flails that a prize fight has been going on, it hasn't been sanctioned, and then bust you down?
We were told by the police that the last thing they want to do is arrest 8,000 people.
That was it. The Hockey Gladiators likely leaving this afternoon.
Don't people have other things to worry about? Isn't there, like, crime and crack and cocaine and, you know, isn't there all kinds of crap to worry about other than our stuff?
The glory of the one, and only one will stand tall.
14 days! Oh, where are we going to have this?
With the police threatening to shut them down, Beef decides to cancel the event himself, just 2 weeks before showtime. Hockey Gladiators is officially homeless, again.
I like Darryl. I enjoyed his presence on Off the Record. I thought he was a good guest, good guy. He's got a credibility factor. He's tried to do it before and he failed. He looked at all of us and said this event is going to take place, and it didn't take place. Now he's got to prove that the negative impression that many of us have on his ability to conduct this event is wrong. Right now I'm looking at it and saying, unless you show me otherwise, I don't think it's going to happen.
Police in Winnipeg believe that we're doing what's called illegal. They thought it was a prize fight, and in Canada there's a rule saying you can't have prize fights. I could be charged, LB could be charged, everybody involved in the event could be charged. And the city of Winnipeg loses out on millions of dollars of tourism, and now we're out looking for a new location. My name is Darryl Wolski from Canada, from Hockey Gladiators. I tried to phone down this morning to set up a time to just come and take a look, just take like a 5-minute look at the rink and get an idea of it, visualize it. That's right. Is he?
You want to catch him about 2 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, that won't be good. We got to be on Dennis Miller today. Yeah, Dan's at lunch. Come back at 2. You know what? Beat it, Long Beach. See you later. Can't get in there. Let me see here. Long Beach Arena. Boop. Delete. See you guys. I Craig.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you?
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
We have the World Championships of the curling.
Right. Well, we talked about that. You came
Yeah.
to Winnipeg to see that.
So exactly. So it's amazing to go from gladiator hockey, Canadian product, to curling championships, which is obviously is huge in Canada. So we love our Canadian neighbors.
Well, that's funny. I personally hate it, but I mean, there is a market for it for sure. I'd rather put a gun in my mouth and watch it.
The marketplace is good.
Market's strong. Maybe the strongest probably in the world.
It's a hockey
for this event.
It's a hockey market, so
a hockey fight market.
So you guys are going to take 100% of the gate? Is that what you're saying?
That's what we thought. Yeah. That was our original.
We wouldn't do that.
No.
No.
Okay. Then we won't be doing it. That was our original agreement.
No, when we originally talked to it, was you were going to give us a guarantee for the gate.
No, you'd wanted that, and I said we wanted to keep the gate. And you said you would live off the pay-per-view and DVDs.
I would never give up 100% of the gate. Oh, you know, by the way, we'll give you the gate. It's all our idea. We've done all the marketing, all the media, and somebody's just going to come in and scoop in X amount of dollars. We know the numbers. We can do the numbers on top of my head. I know numbers, bang, bang, bang. I've always been good at that. Although I did fail grade 10 math.
I think that probably Darryl focused more on the actual event itself instead of the political side to the event. So I think now that we're going through the appropriate channels and dealing with the appropriate people, I think it's not going to be that hard to get the event up and running.
People rarely stand in a hockey game unless there's a penalty shot or if there's a fight.
What we've done is we've taken the game of hockey and extracted the one element that fans go crazy for.
This may sound a little off the wall, but this is an accepted part of sport.
It sounds like much needed anger management for hockey players, but it's probably more than that. You're going to have to comply with our regulations.
This is a slippery slope that we could potentially get into. The National Lacrosse League will be here next meeting asking to let's have the lacrosse players fight. This is with uniforms on skates. This needs to go to another state.
Every show obviously doesn't work in every market. I think in this market we have a big hockey following, and I think it'll go good here.
We looked at it from the legal perspective, and we felt that you should be covered by an athletic commission. I can't say that the commission wasn't skeptical about it because it's new, but they really believe that you've dealt with all the issues that they've brought forward, and what they're really happy about is that you're willing to work with us.
Philly, done deal. I'm happy to be doing a deal.
It'll be good.
The all-beef hot dog.
After 9 months of failed attempts, Beef's brainchild has finally been revived with a different name and a renewed sense of confidence. With a date and location firmly in place, fighters start preparing for their big shot to participate in the inaugural Battle of the Hockey Enforcers, where a group of 16 semi-pro, pro, and retired NHL tough guys will be duking it out for a $62,000 grand prize.
My name is Eddie O'Toole.
1, 2, 5, 4, 3, hard, 2, time.
They had a poll to see out there, I guess, let the fans or who picked the last 2 spots, and I was the one that, I guess, won that spot.
10.
I want to prove something, and I really want to go there and try to win this thing. I think I have a good shot, so I'm just trying to get mentally focused and train as hard as I can. Some pro boxers that I've boxed with before that are helping me out with my training.
Drive it up. Let's go. Come on.
And then I have a lot of guys helping me on the ice.
He's prepared, he's been training, he's putting in the homework, and he'll do well, real well.
Oh! My family, that's number one thing to me, especially, you know, with my son. He's 3.5 now, and he's starting to get involved in sports, and he's playing hockey. So me and my wife really go to everything that he does, and we kind of do everything as a family.
Oh, it scores!
Yeah.
Top shelf. Where's top shelf? Where what?
Where Mommy keeps the peanut butter.
Where Mommy keeps the peanut butter.
Give me 5. Good game. I can't figure it out why he's doing it. Anytime that you see somebody that you love that has to sign a waiver saying that they could die from an event, it definitely puts a bit of fear into you. He could die, and I could be a single mom and a widow. I voiced my opinion, and he's going through with it.
You want to sit in the middle?
I'll go ahead, you can do the intros.
Well, since I'm not going to do all the main speaking, you sit in the middle.
All right. This has been a long, arduous journey, and here we are today to announce that the event will be happening in Prince George, British Columbia, August 27th. We've done this properly, and we feel very confident with our relationship with the people in Prince George.
If you're asking for the rules of this event, the rules would govern what hockey governs.
You cannot disassociate it from hockey. So people are calling this hockey porn. What do you say to that?
You will watch it, just like everybody else will watch it. So when you're hearing these comments slamming an event that they know nothing about, do your homework before you make comments like that.
Do we want kids to go and see this and the next day out in their backyards, you know, they're indulging in this type of activity? I don't think so. I would hope not. But it could spawn this type of activity among younger people.
You drop a kid off a karate class, he turns out to be an Olympian, and how does he get there? How does he win a gold medal? Well, he kicks the out of like 7,000 people on the way to a gold medal. So is he is your kid the barbarian, or am I a barbarian? Because what? Because what? Hockey fighting's not good. It's it's semantics. It's just, you know what? You don't know it. You don't like it. Don't tune in. Don't buy the pay-per-view.
Like that. Mike Scroy treats hockey fighting like an art form and is disciplined in his craft. A favorite to win the event, he's arguably the only fighter participating who still got a chance at the NHL.
I'm a hockey player first, but an immediate second is fighting. I mean, I know what I'm around for. I love the sport of hockey, but I love to fight too. For me, I think the way to fight is open, wide open. It's not like a boxing match. I'm not out there just to win my fight. I'm out there to pump my teammates up. I'm out there to hurt somebody. I'm sure they're out there trying to do the same thing for me, but the mentality is win. Win hard, win good. When it comes down to my technique, it's all offense, baby.
His right hand is crazy. Anybody that he hits with that right hand, he's gonna knock him out. No doubt about it.
This isn't the way he is when he was little. He wasn't always like that. So he has made himself like that. I mean, that's taken a lot of work and dedication.
We steered you into so many different things.
Man, did you ever?
You know, the Calgary Boys Choir.
That's a no. I'll come looking for both of you. I'll come looking for both of you.
That was, we were very proud of it.
I got ready from every time I play. I can't wait for an NHL GM to see this and think I'm soft or something.
Oh, yeah. You were going to protect me, right? Because I was your father, right? And you were going to protect me, right?
We're best friends. We go beyond father-son. We have no secrets. We're just like two best friends. I support my son for whatever he wants to do, and I'll back him up on it, but I don't have to like it.
In the mid-1980s, Kent Carlson had a promising future with the Montreal Canadiens. After his career fizzled in the minors, his life began a downward spiral, culminating in a near-fatal drug overdose just 4 years ago. At 43, he's fighting for respect and the $1,500 guaranteed minimum.
It's basically borderline depressing. You know, I mean, my life at this point, I'm a single guy. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have much of a social life. I see my family infrequently. Playing the NHL was awesome. I wish I made more money, because it wasn't long after I got out of it that the money started to change as far as what the income was for players. Over the last 4 years, bouncing around from jobs, thinking that this one was going to work out, but then bills and child support and so on and so forth, I just drained everything.
I just hope he'll win and stuff, not get too hurt. And if he does win, he can easily pay for his injuries.
Well, I've had 2 spinal fusions on my lower back. I'm not supposed to run at all. I'm not supposed to stand up with anything over like 30, 35 pounds. I don't do many exercises with much over a 5-pound dumbbell, but it's better than nothing. Less than a year ago, I was eating cereal with water instead of milk because I couldn't afford it. I didn't have $1 in my pocket. I asked for a friend for $1 to buy a 50-cent newspaper. He owned a used car dealership. He said to me that he had just cleaned the car and there was change on the ground out there. So I went outside and I'm picking up change, and all of a sudden I'm noticing that I was picking up the quarters, and all of a sudden I was picking up the pennies too, and realizing I might need those for some reason. And you realize your life has really gone from early 20s making 100,000 plus. Then when you get to the point that you're scrounging for pennies on the ground, it's, sad.
Just 1 week after the press conference, Prince George City Council calls a special meeting to discuss the ramifications of hosting such a controversial event.
We thought it was some sort of vote to decide whether or not to have us in the community or not. I'm not nervous. I'm confident that the mayor has the ear of City Council, and at this discussion tonight, they'll take us for what we are.
The future losses to the community, if this event goes through, I think will far outweigh any losses we have to get out of this contract, Your Worship.
All the pressure council got was from the newspaper in Prince George. How bad this event is, and my God, what an atrocity, and it was shut down in 12 cities. No, it wasn't, idiot.
Making a one-off decision would only be motivated because it's hockey and it's our national sport. And I think that's what's brought the passion out from the community. This isn't hockey, this is a fight card.
I move we terminate our contract with the Hockey Enforcers event August 27th and seek legal counsel on this matter.
Prince George, to me, mentally is my last hope.
I will be supporting the motion to suspend the process.
Why would you be against it? What is so wrong with what Beef has to offer?
I will be supporting the motion to cancel.
It's been a lot of my professional life poured into it, and I hope it wasn't all for naught.
From a moral standpoint, I can't support having this event go ahead.
Anybody who's seen from the outside the stuff we've gone through would never, ever want to venture this way. If I was to turn the clock back a year, I would never do this. Never in a million years.
With Hockey Enforcers cancelled in Prince George, the future of the event looks bleak. But an unlikely break sparks new hope for Beef. Facing accusations of censorship and the threat of a potential lawsuit, the mayor calls for a revote.
I was sitting in my basement, just being depressed, and then all of a sudden my BlackBerry buzzes, and I'm looking at my BlackBerry going, City Council will reconvene Monday night to possibly look at Hockey Enforcers once again. I'm like, oh my God. And I started running around my basement like it's a kid, like a 10-year-old kid on my birthday party. I'm like, thank you, thank you. Well, at least it's like some kind of hope.
Hello?
I'm going to call the question on the motion before us, which is to cancel the fighting event. All in favor? Councillor Skaken is in favor. Opposed? The remainder of council are recorded as being opposed. That motion is defeated.
Bastards. Told them. Don't mess with Shooter McGavin. 8-1. Yeah. Give me some of that. 8-1. Whoa, yeah, there we go. We're Jeffy. alive again. Like within 12 hours ago, we're dead. Now we're alive. The City Council reversed their decision.
8-1. My homies. I have some really amazing friends. It's my friends that actually say, you got to keep doing it, you got to do it, you got to do it, you can make it work.
Beef is literally the flame, and we are the moth. We're constantly attracted to the light.
I think Troy's the flame. Have you seen that haircut? People do gravitate to him, but I don't know if I'd ever consider myself a moth.
I think sometimes we're both flames, and you know, when you put two flames together, the flames shoot pretty high.
Hang on a second, I'm going to phone Ray.
Hello?
Dish.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything yet?
No. How would I hear?
Oh, hang on, Dish. You got another call. Hang on, just 2 seconds, okay? Hello? Oh, boy. All right. Well, I'll probably see him maybe when you come back. All right.
How did that work out?
Ray's very emotional. Beef, non-emotional.
I would rather say I'm inspired. I'm not emotional. I'm a water sign. Okay, so I just kind of let things wash off me. Pisces. So.
NG.
What? They put a firm no, it's not going to be held here.
Yeah, there was 9 people there tonight. We lost 5-4. Dish, I'm kind of just pulling your leg. I maybe just pulling your leg a bit. We won 8-1.
I'm sick of taking the heat on everything. I'm the focal point of the heat. And when I get yanked like this, it pisses me off a little, that's all.
See you later.
Oh, he's sour.
He can't. What a baby.
It's my full-time job. And it would be like someone telling you that, well, we're taking away your position. It's over. How would you have reacted?
I'm always at the middle of things. I'm the brunt of the joke, and I'm the focal point of this thing, and people come talk to me. No, you don't. You don't get the tough questions like I do every day. I get investors, I get pay-per-view, I get players, I get investors.
Beef has a World War III. The next day he's okay. Ray, I think, tends to like put that in his knapsack and carry it around.
Sit up. No, look presentable.
What are you doing?
Those two guys are very different that way. Although physically they look the same. But don't tell him I said that.
As you prepare for the weekend, what are your thoughts going into it?
You know, it kind of got a blank screen. Ticket sales have actually really boosted up. We're about halfway home. We're about 50% full, or 50% empty, however you want to look at it.
I heard some people didn't want it to go on. I'm not sure why. I think it was a good idea.
For them to try and stop everybody from being able to go, I think that's going a little bit far, but it's not something I'd be slightly interested in.
We are known for being one of the most violent cities in Canada, and so it just kind of looks bad.
There's violence in all sports. I don't think it's anything that hasn't been done for thousands of years.
It's good for the city. It's a good event. See who's the toughest.
To save money on a rental car, Beef and Ray negotiate a free vehicle from a local car dealership in exchange for event tickets.
How do you lock this thing?
I don't think you do.
Don't lock it?
No.
Are you kidding? You don't lock this thing?
I've never seen a rig like this.
It's a beauty. It's the ugliest thing I ever drove in my life.
It's the mega sale.
It's $1 million business when we're driving some box. Oh well, it's free. Beggars can't be choosers. It's amazing that we're here financially, logistically, legally. It's phenomenal. It really is. Problem is we live in such a left-wing controversial, especially in British Columbia, like protect the seals, protect the bears. You know what? Darryl Wolski isn't going to change any life for any bear. I love bears.
All right, where can I sit? Can I connect to your internet? Or you're in the internet right now? Sometimes if he doesn't have his way, he gets a little upset and pulls a pout. And that's just the truth. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you tales out of school. What?
I don't know if I really like to throw it in the box.
Didn't damage it.
No.
Look at all the money.
I like to throw it in the box, all right? What happened there, Dish?
I don't know. I think you just damaged the wall.
Uh-oh. There's a slight scuff. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that worked real well. That's good.
Excuse me, is this where all the fighters come or what? Oh, trust me, I'm the one that is gonna take this check. I'm telling you right now. You know those little boys over there? They got Link Gates. That's a walk in the park.
Oh boy.
Excuse me. The biggest thing. Oh, this is the biggest thing.
Did he start drinking when they touched down, or what?
Guys, I know you're exuberant right now, but we are not the only guests in the hotel.
You told me this guy. What the hell's going on? I'm trying to focus here.
Hey, you know what? We've had a lot of tough days, okay, Steve? And we just don't need any grief at this minute, okay? Please? This has been such a roller coaster, up and down, and gut-turning grief, stress. This is nothing today. The people on the athletic commission are so worried that somebody's going to slip and fall and hit their head on the ice. Even though we all know there's hundreds and hundreds of hockey fights happen every night of the week.
Say I'm throwing like this. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm waiting, and I come across, boom, and I give him that big one.
Boom, he hits me big, and I'm bleeding all over the place.
You still got a chance to get up because you're probably holding on to his jersey.
Are they going to allow him to keep pounding on me?
Jeff will know when to call the linesman in and when to not, you know?
Linesman better be going before I say go. Or else they're going to be about 3 seconds behind.
Shut up, don't say that so loud.
4 people in the four pools. This has made the most sense. The athletic commission liked it. Everybody seemed to like it.
I'm going to be dead tired by the time I get out of this deal. I guess it's a joke here. Who picked these people?
Ray Walker. Where's Ray Walker?
Basically, it'll be 2 guys from Pool A. And then those 2 guys have a rest for quite a long time.
You know, listen, do you know anything about fighting? Do you know anything at all? Then shut the up. Hey, lady, don't leave, man.
This is stupid. This is stupid, man. Blake's right. I'm backing him up on this.
First Link wants a piece of me, now you. What the?
I'm gonna back Link on this because the rules are. You know what? There's a reason Bob Rober didn't do this.
Some of the guys are saying that just nerves. That's why they're drinking. Nervous. If I drank last night, I wouldn't be up today.
I was in bed at 11 o'clock last night. Tempted to go out. I just said I was going to, but I didn't. No, I didn't quit. No. I just stormed out. I do that from time to time. I get my temper tantrums.
And when you sit in the cheap seats and you're just throwing darts at the center fielder, yeah, it's so easy to criticize. But this is a first-time event. First time it's ever been done in the world. Nothing's going to be perfect.
After a rough start, Beef and Ray make amends with the disgruntled fighters.
Hey, you look rugged out there. Rugged. Rugged's good.
But with the event just 1 day away, Beef's got a more pressing problem: insurance. A key element he's completely overlooked. Without it, the event will be shut down before the first punch is even thrown.
He doesn't rely on a lot of people to do things. He likes to do everything himself. That's why it's last second.
We thought the arena had full liability for us. We just paid them. Turns out they didn't, so now we had to scramble and get this policy in place. And we couldn't pay by Visa, couldn't pay by check, couldn't pay after. Having paid today, now.
A guy just asked me here a second ago, he said, shouldn't this have been looked after? You know, you're going to go out and stroke checks for 10 grand to everybody in Prince George when 5 days ago we didn't know if the event's going to fly or not, you know? Now it's time to stroke the checks. It'll all work out in the end, I guess. If it doesn't, we'll have a beer and laugh about it, so I don't know. It's not my cash.
I got insurance. There's always a way. There's never no. There's always a way.
It's the premeditation right now of all the butterflies in the stomach and everything that sets the stage for a lot of these athletes that are in a thankless job in the minors that don't get the recognition they deserve. You know, we'll see how it comes out. We're just a couple hours away from showtime.
All right, that's good. These guys are all stoked up and they're ready to roll.
Oh, I know, and I'm stoked up too. I think that's why my energy level is at the peak.
I just don't want to see you lose some chicklets before we start. Won't be good for the announcer.
Amy Hayes is going to bring on the fighters, and I'm going to announce the decision.
My normal job is a ring announcer for professional boxing. So instead of that, I am the rink announcer.
Sorry, come in.
I'm hoping that there's a lot of good-looking, sweaty guys back here.
Come on, Beef, you're meaner than that.
This is about as mean as it gets.
Yeah, I'm scared, I'm nervous and everything, but I'm going to do what I came here to do and do it the best I can. Whatever happens, happens, and hopefully I don't get killed in the process.
There's two me's. There's one that's got a good sense of humor, cares about people, that likes people, treats people well. And then there's the one I bring to competition. You guys are going to see what that's all about real soon.
I wanted to switch this with this thing that says star. So I wonder if I should do that. That's rather obnoxious, I think. Oh, that is pompous. But, hey, you gotta be a celeb, right?
Yeah, we're the Barley Rockets road hockey team. We're from just south of Calgary, High River.
We were in the pub in Calgary, and Jeff and I decided that we wanted to go to Hockey Enforcers. I said, great, I'm going to get the RV.
Beer hug, beer
This thing
hug,
can hold 12
beer
beers.
Hug, beer hug, beer hug, beer hug, beer hug.
Yeah! That's the beer hug.
That's what it's about. There's a picture of my son in my helmet. I'm gonna put on a show. I'm gonna see some knockouts tonight. I'm gonna take the local boy and I'm gonna destroy him. I'm gonna eat him.
Let's go, get out! You can do it, buddy! Go! Get out! Hockey Enforcers!
3, 4, 5, check, play by play.
Welcome everyone to Black and Blue, brought to you by the Hockey Enforcers, our first stop of the evening. Listen to the crowd!
I'm clicking, crying. It's a hockey fight. I can't cry at a hockey fight.
There's no hockey tonight. There's no hockey tonight. So let's just fight.
You bring 16 guys, you can be damn sure that not 16 are going to get to the finish line.
We got players dropping out and there's concussions.
Will the arena doctor please report to the dressing room? The arena doctor to the dressing room.
He's got a lot of trouble. Josh, you gotta go again. Everyone's dropping out.
Hey, come with me. Don't let anyone talk to you. Please stay.
We get security behind that other judge and there's a fight started.
What's hockey going? It's no fighting. What's Prince George going? It's no fighting.
We're starting to get rough. Overall, it's been pretty good though.
With countless delays due to injuries and equipment problems, a half-empty arena, and 5 arrests due to crowd fighting, the long-anticipated Goon show known as Hockey Enforcers was gleefully considered a failure by many. But to those who knew what it took to get there, the fact that it simply happened was success enough.
I'm done. Go home to the wife and the kid. I'm done. That's it for hockey. I've had it. Oh, just concentrate on my son now and play hockey. That's it.
I would have liked to have had a better showing. I could tell conditioning was a big thing. I wore out, I couldn't get going. Thinking about my son Christopher, I want to do this for him.
Your winner by way of the technical knockout,
I got heart, stay in fights by happening no matter what. I knew the second time we squared up there at the end that he was going to try to come in with a big punch. I have long arms. I tried to beat him to it, and I did.
There is no fear of pain in my bones at all. My fear lies with embarrassment or failure.
Very happy. Yeah. Congratulations. That was serious.
How you feel? Oh, I don't know. There has to be some underlying belief in myself to keep things going ahead, you know. I think that there must be some belief because it'd be really easy just to say, this isn't going to happen and just cut your losses, right? But I've always been a gambler.
split decision, number 55.
right there, boys. That's how we do it. This is a big check. I want a big check, too.
All right? Yeah, all right. Yeah. You want some water? Oh, yeah. You get a bottle of water.
Oh, this was the greatest event in Prince George history.
That shit burning, it's just killing me. Some medical? Huh? No, I don't want to draw that attention.
Thank you again, Prince George. You know, we're not the enemies of hockey. I think we showed everybody that here tonight.
Just a second, okay? Thank you. It's worth checking this out.
The best scraps were in the beer gardens.
Okay, get him there right now. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
When you do my eulogy, just tell people it's first thing I have to tell them is been a good run. Play some Van Halen music at it. So yeah, it was a good run. Beef had a good run. Hockey enforcers killed him.
Feels like it's 2 years ago, and it's 32 days ago. The one heart doctor said to me, all the adrenaline that was going through your system is done. So now your body's caught up to you. They did the EKGs, and the guy says, well, I don't see a problem. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm almost certain there's nothing wrong. That was good enough for me. I just signed, and I said, thanks. I went and had some wings and a Coke at a bar, and oh well, see what happens.
With the event behind him, Beef has started working on his next big idea. The Battle of the Sexes Skins competition, pitting the men's and women's national curling champions against each other on live TV. But while he's moved on, Hockey Enforcers remains as his defining moment.
Now after the events happen, everybody goes, oh, that event wasn't that bad. I rather enjoyed that. Oh, really? You stupid bastards. Of course it's a great event. Of course, nobody's going to get killed out there. The only guy who got killed is me.
Like you owe me money. And that ain't funny.